memory card, how it works. If this is your question, then you are in the right place. On this channel, I post videos about movie making tips and tricks, so consider subscribing if you want more videos like this one. For something so small and kind of flimsy, it does a really important job. And you might already know this, but your camera doesn't work without a card. An SD card, secure digital card, also known as the memory card. So you're going to learn these things: the types of memory cards, the class and the capacity of those cards, and how to choose those cards and why. And as a bonus, I'm going to show you how you get that footage off the card and onto your computer. A class is the industry way of saying speed. You didn't know your memory card was going to need some class, right? For something so small, it does a lot. Your camera doesn't work without it, and you want to make sure you get the right card. SDXC stands for Secure Digital Extra Capacity. There are also cards out there, memory cards, with the designation of SDHC, which stands for High Capacity. These are older cards. We don't want those. We're going to just focus on the SDXC, the extra capacity cards. And why are we going to do that? Because if most digital cameras now can shoot video in 4K, and you're going to need that extra capacity on your memory card for that type of shooting. For the size or the capacity, size and capacity are the same of the card, you're going to need at least a 64 gig, between 64 gigs and 128 gigs of storage space. And the reason for this is because, first of all, you want as much storage space as you can get. And second of all is because of the type of videos or photos you can shoot. So 4K video is going to chew up that space really fast. And if you are shooting, you want to shoot photos in raw format, then that is also going to take up a lot of space of that card. So remember, our numbers that we want to use or get to is 30, actually the SDXC cards start at 32 gigs and they go up to 128 gigs of storage space. So just keep that in mind. Actually, they go up higher. You get cards, an SDXC card with 2 terabytes of storage if you want to. The SDXC cards can range from, say, $20 US to about $600 US. So you're going to have to determine, of course, your budget, but you're also going to have to determine how much space you want and how much money you want to spend. Then you're going to want to actually buy a little more. It never hurts to err on the side of having more storage capacity on your memory card. So to give you an idea of how much video footage a 64 gig SDXC card can hold, on my last video shoot, one of my last video shoots, I had 50 minutes worth of 4K video footage on that card, a 64 gig card, before I had to change to another card. So just keep that in mind as a rule of thumb for how much capacity storage you want on a memory card. Let's talk about speed class. Did you know that your memory card needs speed and it needs class, which is just a way of saying the same thing? There are 3 kinds of speed classes, but we are only going to deal with the 2 that are the most suitable for video, and those are UHS ultra high speed and video speed class. The speed, not the size of the card, limits the resolution and the bit rate at which you are going to be able to record. 4K video, or actually any video, requires a ton of data to be written to your memory card very fast. And photography cameras, if you're shooting photography and you're shooting ultra high resolution and doing so in 4K bursts, these will also put a memory card to its limits. The speed class has been standardized, so it should be the same with all SD cards. The SD card org is the SD card association that provides the standards, and the speed listed on the card is the absolute minimum sustained write speeds. And as you can see, these are the speeds of the various types of memory cards. And you need to remember, keep in mind what it is you are trying to shoot, whether it's photos at 1080p or whether it's 4K video. This always plays into the type of memory card that you need to buy for your camera. Let me know in the comments below what SD card or memory card that you prefer and how it's working for you. Let's break it down even further. There are two UH speed classes, a UHS and a UHS III. UHS speed class supports a minimum of 10 megabytes per second write speed, and UHS speed class 3 supports at least 3 megabytes of write speed. And as a rule of thumb, 4K video or digital cameras and video camcorders require a minimum of the UHS III speed class to be the most effective. What is a UHS Roman numeral 2 card? I have a UHS 2 card, and as you can see, there's an extra row of contacts on the back of this memory card. Not only have the memory cards themselves become faster, but we now have 2 sets of contacts to transfer data. V class is the newest class of memory card, and the V stands for video, and the 30 on the card means that the card can sustain at least 30 megabytes per second of continuous video recording. SDCard.org standardizes what these cards should be able to do in terms of capacity and speed. Always be sure that you have extra ones. They're very important, but they're also kind of flimsy, and it has all your footage on it, whether your videos or your photos, and you want to make sure that you've purchased the right one in terms of capacity and speed, and that you have extra ones. Always have the extra cards. In fact, when I was getting ready to shoot this video, I have more than one card, and one, I think it's failed. My computer won't read it. So always have the extra ones on hand, and after you download your footage, be sure that you remove all the old footage that you've already taken that's now on your computer. Take it off the card so you've got a fresh card to start your shoot. And while I'm not tied to any type of card, I have been using the Delkin Black, and they've been working great for me, except the one that I'm going to have to check on. But what I understand when I bought my camera and when I bought the card, the memory card with it, if you're going to go with Delkin, always be sure that you get the black line, the black version of that card. And I was at a recent Lumix try and buy event, and the Panasonic representative recommended Promaster cards. If the card that may have failed on me did actually fail, I'm going to try the Promaster cards. So I will do that test for you, and if it's working good for me, I will be sure and get a video out for you. And one other thing, before you buy any memory cards for your camera, be sure you check the camera manual or the camera website, because not all cards fit in all cameras or are compatible with our cameras, with certain cameras, even though most memory cards, especially the ones we've been talking about, look the same. Here's your bonus tip for staying to the end of the video. Now we've got footage on our cards, so we gotta get it off, right? We have to take the footage off the card and get it to your computer. So when you upload the files to your computer, you should see a folder called DCIM. DCIM is short for Digital Camera Images. It's a folder that's automatically created on your SD card by your camera. Most camera manufacturers, such as Canon, Nikon, Olympus, Panasonic, use the DCIM folder to store the footage or the photos on your memory card. So my card reader in my Mac is pretty fast, but how fast the footage or the photos come off your SD card, your memory card, is going to determine how fast your reader is. So it may not be the same what I'm doing here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. You will get more movie making tips like this one.